Welcome in, everybody. We're here live at the Cardinals Baseball Complex on the campus of Scott County High School for a 42nd District baseball matchup between the Cardinals of Scott County and the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. Henry Clay comes to this game with a record of 17 wins, 8 losses. Scott County, 15 wins, 7 losses. First, we'll go through the lineup. First for Henry Clay, batting first, Ian Roan. Batting second, J.T. Ritchie. Third is Parker Mays. Fourth, Jax Byers. Sixth is Fierson Epping. Seventh, Braden Caballaro. Eighth, Luke Jackson. Ninth, Caleb Mitchell. And then Brandon Calvert, the pitcher for the Blue Devils, is number 10, Turner Sparks. Today I am joined here by Ryan Lemmond, KSR co-host, and episode number 10 of the Conner Sports Talk podcast. So Ryan, thanks for joining me today.
Dude, I can't tell you how excited I am to do the game. I used to do a lot of baseball play-by-play and color. It's been a long time since I've been in the broadcast booth, so I'm excited. I know absolutely nothing about either team, so completely impartial colored analyst you got tonight, Conner.
Yeah, glad to have you. So we'll take a quick break here for the national anthem. We'll be right back. Meet the fielders for Scott County and have first pitch. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinals Baseball Complex. Scott County versus Henry Clay. Let's meet the fielders for Scott County. First baseman is Garrett Sparks. Second baseman, Will Rose. Shortstop, Sebastian Arden. Third baseman is Parker Dotson. In the outfield, Carson Murray's in left. Justin Stevenson in center. Keegan Hurt in right field. Duncan Stevens is behind the plate. Jack Willhite is the pitcher. Senior, number 53, going to Evansville. 33.2 innings pitched this season, 18 hits, 17 runs, 11 earned, 2 wins, 58 strikeouts, a 2.9 ERA. Umpires tonight, Matthew Tomazik in the field, Mark Harvey behind the plate. Ryan, it's your first time here at the new baseball field. What do you think of it?
Beautiful complex. I mean, it's beautiful. This is better than most small colleges have. You got an awesome hitting background. You got the big Bertha wall back there. But then look at that green berm behind that. I mean, it's a perfect hitting eye for hitters tonight. The press box is phenomenal. The stands all have chairback seats. You guys got a great facility here at Scott County High School.
Just a couple minutes away here from first pitch.
Now, I have seen Jack pitch a couple times. I said I don't know nothing about either team, but I've seen Jack Willhite pitch a couple times. And when he's on, he's as good as anybody in the state. I mean, he's got good movement on his ball. I've seen him just completely, when he was a sophomore, he completely shut out a very good Frederick Douglass team that had a kid that's a Division I pitcher going against him, and Jack was the better pitcher that night. So when he's on, he's tough to beat.
Throw his final warm-up pitch here. Duncan Stevens will throw the ball down to second. We're ready for first pitch.
Kind of a crucial district game tonight, isn't it?
It is.
Top of the first for the Blue Devils, the center fielder, number 1, Ian.
Leading it off for Henry Clay, the center fielder, number 1, Ian Roan. Comes this game with 68 at-bats, 25 hits, 23 runs, 13 RBIs, a 368 batting average. Here is the first pitch of the game. It's ball 1.
Yeah, I don't know how many pitches he has in his repertoire. I know he can get a lot of movement on his ball, though.
Yes. 1-0. It's called strike 1.
Fastball right down the gut right there, wasn't it?
Sure was.
I mean, he's obviously talented. University of Evansville has recruited him to come play. They had a great run in the NCAA baseball tournament last year.
They did. 1-1. Low for ball 2.
They took Tennessee to the third game in the Super Regional.
That's right. We were watching those games pretty closely. Here's a 2-1. It's fouled straight back into the net. 2-2.
Kind of just throwing with some heat right now, maybe to get in a groove a little bit. Now this be a good spot though for a change of speed.
Yep. Here is the 2-2 pitch from Willhite. And it's called strike 3.
Great pitch.
Sure was.
Conner, that was a great pitch. We just said that's a good spot for an off-speed pitch. He threw a little curveball right there, caught the inside corner of the plate, froze the batter.
That's right. That brings up the second baseman, number 3, J.T. Ritchie. Has 81 at-bats this season, 30 hits, 13 runs scored, 14 RBIs, and he's batting .370. First pitch to him. It's called strike 1.
Yeah, he's been one of these kids that plays youth baseball in Lexington. I've heard his name a lot over the years. I think he's been a kind of a superstar all growing up through youth baseball.
Pitch is called strike 2.
So now what does he throw? 0-2.
Not sure. Maybe an off speed here like he did the last batter with the 2 strikes. Or fastball there.
Just blew it right past him.
Sure did. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Well, 2 up, 2 strikeouts.
That's right. That brings up the shortstop number 2, Parker Mays. Mays has 61 at-bats this season, 17 hits, 13 runs scored, 10 RBIs, and he's batting .279. It's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I mean, he's just blowing it past him right now.
He
He's
is.
back and
That's
throwing
right.
fastballs. That's 5 strikes in a row.
Yep. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball there.
That's the curveball he got the leadoff batter with.
Yes.
Broke it off right into the inside corner of the plate for that right-handed hitter.
That's right. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I mean, that's 7 straight strikes.
That's right.
3 strikeout for out number 2, 3 strikeout for out number 3.
The top of the first, Henry Clay scores 0 runs, no hits, no errors from Scott County, no runners left on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex, Scott County High School for Scott County versus Henry Clay. Fielders for Henry Clay. Mitchell at first, Ritchie at second. Mays is the shortstop. Caballero is the third base. In the outfield, Epping in left, Roan in center, and Calvert in right. Behind the plate is Jackson. On the mound for the Blue Devils, the junior number 10, Turner Sparks. 33 innings pitched this season, 28 hits, 13 runs. All those are earned. 3 wins, 30 strikeouts, a 2.76 ERA. Leading it off for Scott County is the shortstop number 1, Sebastian Arden.
I watched Spark during warm-ups there. He's got a pretty good slider, it looks like. That may be his go-to, his out pitch.
First pitch was ball 1. Second pitch outside again.
Kind of came
2.
a little three-quarter
yes, it did.
that time, didn't he?
I think so. Looks like Henry Clay's having trouble with their earpiece. The catcher has the earpiece where he can hear the sign from the coach.
That's crazy.
It is, yeah.
I mean, the fact that they're doing it now at the high school level. I mean, you know, at the professional level, then the college level, now they're doing it at the high school level, calling pitches from the dugout with the microphone and the earpiece.
That's right. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Arden. It's called strike 1.
Maybe his normal delivery is kind of three-quarter. That one was three-quarter there, too.
Two 1 pitch. Low and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count.
Good hitter's pitch right here. Especially your leadoff hitter. Yep. Your job is just get on base, make it perfect.
Hits that ball into right center field. It's going to roll out. Calvert, the right fielder, bobbles it, and Arden will have a stand-up double to lead off the Cardinals in the bottom of the first.
That was perfect. Arden is sitting on a fastball. He was ahead in the count 3-1. Take a pitch if it's not where you want it, and he just drove it right into the gap in right center.
Yep. Runner on second, no outs. Brings up the second baseman, number 2, Will Rose. Will has 74 at-bats this season, 26 hits, 21 runs scored, a .351 batting average. Sparks gets his sign from Jackson behind the plate. He's set. First pitch to Rose. Low for ball 1.
Arden's got good wheels on the bag at second base.
Yes, Arden has speed. Brian, I know you were a big guy that stole the bases a lot.
See, that's my favorite part of the game, man. I was watching Arden see if he's got a pretty good jump. And the third baseman's playing off the bag.
He is.
Do they like to run?
They do
Scott
a little
County?
bit. Yeah. Coach Will likes the delayed steal. So he'll run that a couple times.
I always felt like if you're not diving into the bag on a pickoff attempt, you're not off far enough.
That's right.
I get so frustrated with guys don't get a big enough lead.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball is way away in the dirt.
So that's that slider I think he's got. I think
yeah.
Second time I seen him throw it away, down and away, but he got Rose to chase it that time.
Yep. Now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Sparks. And it's outside for ball 2.
Good miss right there if you're the pitcher, though.
Yes.
1 and 2.
Here's a 2-2. Arden's going to take third. That ball is low and away. Jackson behind the plate dropped the ball as he went to throw.
Arden got a great jump.
He did.
He was getting a good lead, got a good jump, and even if the catcher was able to make the play cleanly, they weren't going to throw him out.
No.
He stole that base on the lead and the jump off the pitcher.
Right. Rose works the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2. Low and away, gets past Jackson. Arden's going to come in from third. No play at the plate. Scott County leads 1-0.
Well, see, that stolen base got you a run right there.
That's right.
Stole third, sitting there when the ball gets away from the catcher. Easy to trot home for the first run of the game. People need to steal more, Connor. Need to reinforce the stolen base back into the game a little more.
Yeah. Brings up the catcher, number 28, Duncan Stevens. Duncan has 59 at-bats this season, 22 hits, 18 RBIs, 373 batting average. Here's the first pitch to Duncan. It's outside. Ball 1.
Leading hitter on the team.
He is.
Hitting .373, 2 home runs, leads the team in home runs, leads the regulars in batting average, leads them in RBIs.
Sparks goes to Mitchell, the first baseman, for the pickoff.
See, he
Not
dove
in
back.
time. That's right.
If you're not Diamondback, you're not far enough. He can get off a little bit more. Try to get to that cut in the grass there. There you go. Scoot a little bit more.
Just a little bit further there. So here is the 1-0. Called strike 1.
Good pitch.
It was.
Broke right at the knees, right in, and he caught the inside corner of the plate. What grade Stevenson in?
He is a sophomore.
Sophomore? Big, strong kid. Yeah, sophomore.
Yep, sophomore. Sparks goes to Mitchell again for the pickoff. The throw is not in time.
Same pitch.
It was.
Broke it
Strike
off
2.
right at his knees, caught the inside corner again. It's that righty on righty.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Rose going to go for second. The throw from Jackson, not in time.
Pretty decent throw right there, but
It sure was.
Rose got a decent, kind of a good jump, but it kind of like he was started kind of slow.
Yeah.
You know, get it full speed like 3 steps. Like he was kind of slow getting started, but he did get a good jump.
Did. That brings up first baseman, number 4, Garrett Sparks. Garrett comes to this game with 62 at-bats, 22 hits, 16 RBIs. He's batting .355 on the season.
Yeah, he's had a good year so far, too.
He has. That ball is way outside, gets away from Jackson. Rose will move up to third.
Rose kind of casually walked into third. I'd like to see him just run hard, man. Just get there. You never know. The catcher may fall down, twist his ankle, and the ball goes rolling around.
That's right.
Pull the infield in here now.
Infield on the edge of the grass here. Will Rose, the runner on third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That was that same pitch.
Yeah, that's the same pitch.
Broke right in there for a strike.
Kind of freezes the right-handed hitter,
Yes.
and then it makes that late break, like right at the knees, catches that inside corner.
That's right. 1-1. Garrett's going to show the bunt. He'll lay it straight down.
Safety squeeze.
It's fair. That brings in Will Rose from third.
Oh,
Jackson,
safe.
the catcher throws down to Mitchell. They tag Garrett on the head. He falls down. Field umpire
Yeah,
who is Matthew Tomaszek, says he's safe.
That's tough call for him.
It's
He's
a real tough
in the
call.
second base area. The first baseman, now they're going to call him out.
And
So
they
they
put him
get
out
him.
there.
Good bunt, though. That was his job. Safety squeeze.
That's
Just
right.
get it in play, get it out of the dirt there. That allowed Rose to score easily,
It did.
even though he got thrown out at first base.
Yes. So Scott County now leads 2-0. Brings up the lefty, number 25, Parker Dotson. He's playing third base. He hits that ball down the third base line.
Boy, that was
Just
close.
foul. It sure was.
It was close to painting that
Yes.
left field line going down in the corner. It's like he's got a popsicle bat. It's half orange, half pink.
Yeah.
Like what, they got a dreamsicle, popsicle.
The 0-1. Ball is hit into left field. Epping charges over. That ball is foul again.
Now he's had two good swings, but they're both really late on both of them. Scoot back in the box a little bit. Just make one little step towards the catcher, and there may be a difference in that being fair and foul.
Sorry.
He can't get back too much farther, though. He's on the back edge, looks like.
Oh, 2 the count. Here's the pitch from Sparks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 3.
Good pitch there by the pitcher.
It was.
Good. That was really a good three-pitch strikeout he just got right there.
In the bottom of the first, Scott County scores 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors from Henry Clay. No runners are left on base. The score, Scott County 2, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back with the top of the second inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex, Scott County High School for Scott County versus Henry Clay. Scott County leads 2-0 headed into the top of the second. Joined here by Ryan Lemmond, KSR co-host.
This is probably the biggest highlight of my career. Get to do color broadcast with Conner Willhite on Conner Talk Sports Radio Network. You've got better equipment than I had in college.
Thank you.
And you're working out here in high school as a sophomore. Good for you, man.
Up to bat is number 30, Jax Vyers, the designated hitter. First pitch, swing and a miss.
That's 8 strikes in a row that
Right.
Jack Willhite has thrown. He had a 3-pitch strikeout for out number 2, 3-pitch strikeout for out number 3. Comes right back throwing gas again.
Here's the 0-1 to Vyers. And it's called strike 2.
That's 9 strikes. I'm going to keep track. That's 9 in a row. Sometimes you can tell when a pitcher's on or if he's not on.
Yep.
Right now, Jack Willhite's on.
He is. Here is the 0-2 pitch.
Did he go?
Check
Nope.
swing. Check down to first.
Good
See,
miss.
Did not go. It was.
Little slider,
Yep.
kind of down and away in the dirt. I did some scouting report on Jack Willhite and found that he got most of his pitching ability from his mother. I hear that Paige was quite the pitcher in high school, and that's where Jack got all his skills.
The 1-2 is popped out of play.
You don't want to argue that he got it from his little brother?
No. I don't have an argument there. 1-2.
Got him.
Strike 3 looking. He got all of his good looks from his brother.
Little brother or big brother?
Me, little brother.
That's 3 strikeouts in a row.
That brings up number 12, Fierson Epping.
That's 4 strikeouts in a row.
fielder.
He struck out the field.
Yep, that's right.
That's right. That's 4 in a row.
First pitch to Epping. Low and out. Ball 1.
That's a good miss, though. You know, if you're going to miss low and away.
Epping has 14 hits this season, 6 runs scored. Batting .286.
Right down the
Second
middle that
pitch,
time.
Called strike 1. Here's the 1-1. It's fouled back into the net. Strike 2.
See if he goes through that out pitch he had in the first inning. Curveball to break it right on the inside corner. I do like he's the only Scott County Cardinal that's wearing the high waters.
Yeah.
Got the pants up, showing the stockings.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else got their pants down around their ankles there.
Yep. New look this season for him.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he wore them a couple times last season. He wore them most every game this season.
He just went gas
1-2.
again.
Sure was. Called strike 3, out number 2.
That's 5 strikeouts in a row. He's only thrown like maybe 4 balls in the game.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, the third baseman, number 24.
2 outs away.
Caballero.
That brings up number 24, Brandon Caballero. He's the third baseman. First pitch to him. It's popped up. Sparks, the first baseman, is going to call for it, and he'll make the catch.
Whoa.
All right, on the edge of fair territory.
Right on the edge of his glove, too.
Yes, that's right. For out number 3.
Well, they finally got one in play. He struck out the first 5 guys, and then they hit the fly ball to first base.
That's right. Willhite struck out 2. Got the last one to fly out. No runs, no hits, no errors from Scott County. No runners are left on base in the top of the second. Head into the bottom of the second inning. Scott County leads 2-0. We'll be right back. Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex. Scott County High School. Scott County versus Henry Clay. Scott County leads 2-0, headed into the bottom of the second. Up to bat for Scott County is number 8, Justin Stevenson, the center fielder. First pitch. Ball 1.
Slider right there.
Yep.
Trying to get him to chase one.
Here's the 1-0. That ball is hit in between shortstop, third base. He gets through, rolls out to Epping in left field. Stevenson singles.
Good swing on the ball right there by Stevenson. Just drove it right in the hole between third and short. Took the fastball and just put the fat part of the bat on it and hit a BB.
He did. That brings up number 7, Keegan Hurt. He is the right fielder today. He has 40 at-bats this season, 9 hits, 8 runs scored, 225 is his batting average.
Now Stevenson leads the team in stolen bases with 12.
He does.
He's got a good lead. I'll keep an eye on him over there. Oh, he's got a great lead.
Doesn't go. That ball is hit down the right field line. Foul.
A little late on the swing there on that fastball.
It was.
Always a freshman got to go get the foul ball.
It sure is.
You know, that's kind of the ritual. Send a freshman down to get the foul ball.
That's right. Sparks goes to Mitchell for the pickoff. Stevenson
in easy.
Guys back in
See,
time.
he could get another half step out there.
Yep.
We're going to teach him how to do it for the game's over, Connor. Get out there. A couple more steps. A couple more. He's too close. He's got good speed. He's too close.
The 0-1. Up and in for ball one.
Oh, he got thrown out twice last night. Oh, maybe he is a little gun shy then. Uh-huh. Good intel there from the scoreboard operator. What's your name? Jacob.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
That's his best pitch.
I think so.
That slider, throw you right at the right-hand hitter's knees and let it break right in on the inside corner of the plate. He's not missed with that pitch, I don't think, all the game yet.
No. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Sparks goes to Mitchell again. Stevenson back in time.
Not a great pitch to run on, 1 and 2.
No.
We used to run, and the count was 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. Automatic, we're running because the pitcher's got to throw a strike.
That's right. 1-2. Hit down the third base line to Caballero. He turned his head and misses the ball.
Hit hard.
He did.
Hit a shot down there. We'll see what the scoreboard, what the official score is going to give it, a hit or an error. Error on the third baseman. But now you got 2 on and nobody out.
That's right. That brings up the designated hitter, number 14, Seth Jean. Seth comes to this game with 55 at-bats, 8 hits, 10 RBIs. He's batting 145.
Struggling a little bit this year at the plate then. Time for him to break out.
Sure is.
Or do you bunt him over?
Both are possible.
First baseman's in. Third baseman's playing back even with the bag. Go bunt.
Gonna show the bunt. First baseman
Squared
Mitchell
early.
charges in, pulls it back, gets high for ball one.
My coach used to say if somebody squared that early, throw it right at them because it kind of freezes them, and often they try to get the bat on it anyway, and it'll end up being a pop-up or a foul ball or something. You bunt again?
Maybe. They moved their third baseman, Caballero.
Yeah.
He's further in now. Shows the bunt again. Mitchell from first base, he lays it down. It goes straight backwards. Strike one.
Yeah, that's the one he's got to get down right there. But he's spraying around so early. The first and third are charging. You got to mess with your head a little bit. They're coming running right at you. Catcher calling the defense now, calling the play.
One ball, 1 strike is the count. No outs. Runners on first and second for Scott County.
Oh, fake the bunt
Makes
that
the bunt
time.
there. Mitchell comes in from first. Now he shows the bunt again.
Yeah. Good move.
Sparks turns to second.
Good move by the pitcher that time.
It was.
Kind of just see what this hitter's going to do.
Yep.
Bluff the throw back to second.
Now we're going to get a mound visit here from Henry Clay. Brings in their infielders.
Yeah, the coach is going to talk to him about, what defense, what do they want to be in right now. Not necessarily tell him, Sparks, he's not in trouble right now, but I think they're wanting to get their defense set, make sure everybody knows on the same page what they're going to do right now.
That's
They
right.
got two. Scott County's got 2 on, nobody out, so they got to be ready.
That's right.
Especially when it looks like Gene is going to bunt.
Yes.
That being a good night for baseball.
It is.
First year for the school out here.
Yes.
Had they had a lot of rainouts?
Last week.
Had a couple.
Yeah. Other than that, it's been pretty good.
So Sayre's going to win the district, and Scott County split with them.
Yes,
Willhite
that's right.
beat them.
Yes, that's right.
And then at Sayre,
Yes.
and then Sayre came here and beat Scott County.
Yes, that's right.
Gotcha.
They break that mountain visit, head back to their positions.
Douglas swept both Scott County and Henry Clay, I believe.
That's right.
Who's beating Sayre? Douglas?
1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Sparks comes set. Shows the bunt. Scott County runners are moving up. He pulls back the bunt. He gets past Jackson. Justin Stevenson stole third. He rounded third hard. Decided not to come home.
Yeah, the pitch was really high, but the catcher got a glove on. He probably should have knocked that one down. Kept the runners at first and second at least. So now you're second and third, nobody out.
Ball was high. Ball 2.
Well, they did the safety squeeze in the first inning.
Yes. 2-1. Shows the bunt again. Now we'll pull back. He's going to hit. Hits that ball.
That's better. That's as good as a bunt right there.
Caballero. He dives for it and makes a throw across to Mitchell in time for out number 1. But that brought in Justin Stevenson from third base. Scott County now leads 3-0.
Great piece of hitting there by Gene. It really was. Everybody thought he was going to bunt. He tried to bunt 3 or 4 times there. Got the bat on the ball, ground ball to short. That's just as good as a bunt to get that run in.
Yes. That brings up number 3, Carson Murray, the left fielder for Scott County. 27 at-bats this season, 7 hits. He's batting .259 on the season. Keegan Hurt, the runner on third for Scott County.
They were going to maybe do another safety squeeze right there.
He killed the bunt. Sparks made the fake over the third base. Nobody was covering the bag. Here's the first pitch to Carson Murray. He's going to show the bunt. Lays it
Safety
down
squeeze.
Right back to Sparks. He fields it. Throws it to Richie, the second baseman, covering the bag at first. That'll be out number 2. But that brings in another run for Scott County.
Scott County playing small ball.
They are.
That's 2 straight safety squeezes. Tried to get to do a safety squeeze on the batter before that, so just get the ball on the ground, get the run across. Now they're up 4-0 here in just the second inning. Back to the top of the order now.
Yes. Back to the top. Number 1, Sebastian Arden, the shortstop. He doubled on that line drive to right center field in his first at-bat.
Good pitch, same pitch. It's like that slider right at the knees of a right-handed hitter, and it breaks and catches an inside. I would too. I mean, that's his best pitch. They haven't been able to touch it yet.
Here's the 0-1. Outside. Ball 1.
Arden's had a good year.
Yes, he has.
As leadoff man, he's getting on base. 9 stolen bases, 20 runs scored.
Here's the 1-1.
Oh.
Way inside for ball 2.
Went high and tight.
Yes, he
Little
did.
chin music, Connor. Now see if he goes outside now. A lot of younger pitchers will do that, throw a high and tight, then go outside. Yep.
Ball broke away from him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs away here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, if they're paying attention, they know that inside slider's coming right here.
Yes. Here it is.
Oh, I went with the fastball up, missed upstairs.
It's high. Ball 3.
Lights are on.
Yes, they are. Here is the 3-2 pitch. That ball is popped up to left field. Epping charging in. Shortstop Mays calls him off out in left field, and they make the catch out there for out number 3.
Left fielder's got to call the shortstop off there. That's your
Yes.
ball, left fielder. You don't get a lot of chances, man. Call him off and make that catch. See, I was an outfielder. Feeling like those stinky infielders coming out and stealing our balls out there.
In the bottom of the second, Scott County scores 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and no runners are left on base. The score after 2 complete innings, Scott County 4, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back with the top of the 3rd inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex, Scott County High School, for Scott County versus Henry Clay. Headed into the top of the 3rd, Scott County leads 4-0. Up to bat for the Blue Devils, number 22, Luke Jackson. He's the catcher.
Well, Willhite sweat quite a long ways that last inning in the dugout. See what he comes back with. See if he just starts throwing some heat to get warmed up a little bit again.
First pitch, swing and a miss.
He's got a 4-0 lead. You got to figure you just come out, throw a couple fastballs, get loose, and get your stuff back and go at him.
Here's the 0-1.
Off speed.
Sure was. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Well, he really took a lot off of that one.
Yes. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's called strike 3.
Just threw some heat.
Yes, he did.
I thought he'd maybe try to come up with some more off-speed stuff right there, but just threw some heat for his 6th strikeout already.
That brings up the first baseman, number 8, Caleb Mitchell.
I think I was at a game, if I'm not mistaken, where he struck out 12. Is that his high?
Yes, around 12, I would think.
I think the game I saw last year, he struck out 12.
First pitch to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Mitchell has 50 at-bats this season. 7 hits, 6 runs scored. He's batting .214. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2 right on that outside corner.
Well, 0-2. He's not messing around, man.
No.
He's just coming right at you.
Yes.
Mid to upper 80s.
Yes, that's right.
We threw a fastball at 0-2 last time. See what he comes with this time.
Here's the pitch. Swing
Fastball.
and a miss, strike 3 on that fastball.
I mean, I hope people are understanding what we're witnessing here. Another 3-pitch strikeout. He's got 7 strikeouts, and we're not even through 3 innings.
That brings up Number 4, Brandon Calvert. He's the right fielder.
This number 9 hitter?
Yes. He has 18 at-bats this season, 6 hits. He's batting .333. First pitch, called strike 1.
I mean, you got to be up there hacking.
Yes.
He's not missing. He's throwing strikes.
That's right.
Get up there, just be hacking.
Here is the 0-1. It's high and out. Ball 1.
Not a bad miss, though, right there.
No.
Now watch him. He's come with the big slider right here. Henry Clay? Oh, Walker Beeler, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-1.
There it is. That's a little
Breaking ball
off-speed hook.
for strike 2.
That was pretty.
That's a good pitch there.
Yeah, he's got to be the best baseball player to come out of Henry Clay, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Gary Walker Bueller, yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball is left upstairs for ball 2.
Brandon Webb was from Ashland that won the Cy Young Award one year, pitched in Kentucky. I don't know if he won the Cy Young or not. He won the World Series.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Another strikeout.
That ends the top of the 3rd.
Conner. There's been 9 outs. 8 of them have been by strikeout.
That's right.
And most of them are a 3-pitch strikeout or a 4-pitch strikeout.
That's right. 3 more strikeouts from Willhite in the top of the 3rd. Scott County leads 4-0. Headed into the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex for Scott County versus Henry Clay. Up to bat for the Cardinals is number 2, Will Rose. He's a second baseman. Will walked in his first at-bat of this game. Here is the first pitch of the second. That ball is hit into right center field. And Calvert, the right fielder for Henry Clay, able to run over and make the catch for out number 1.
Rose got a good bat on the ball right there.
He did.
Smacked it pretty hard, just kind of hit it right at the right fielder.
That brings up number 28, Duncan Stevens, the catcher. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat tonight.
So Sparks has settled down a little bit for Henry Clay.
Yes.
Getting some outs, not walking anybody, keeping people off the bases.
First pitch is called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That ball is fouled out of play, 0-2.
Let's see if he goes. If they're paying attention, they know the pitch is coming.
Yes. See what we get here. That ball is hit right back up the middle, shallow center field. It'll be down for a base hit from Duncan Stevens.
That was the slider, but it didn't come in with as much velocity as he's been throwing it. Took a little something off of it, and great piece of hitting there by Stevens. Actually, just hit it BB right back up the middle for a base hit.
Scott County brings in number 9, Colt Fields, to run for Duncan, the catcher. Up to bat is number 4, Garrett Sparks, the first baseman. Safety squeezed in his first at-bat of this game. Scored Sebastian Arden. First pitch of his second at-bat. Ball 1 high.
Sparks had a great safety squeeze bunt last time up.
Yes.
The pinch runner's not off very far.
No.
He could get off a little bit farther.
Yes. Sparks throws over to Mitchell. Colt Fields dives back in time. One ball, no strikes. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch from Sparks. And it's high. Ball 2.
You know, Conner Sports Talk broke a big story a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Sean Woods news.
The Sean Woods becoming Scott County basketball was broken in Georgetown by Conner Willhite and Conner Sports Talk.
That's right. 2-0. Colt Fields is going to go for second.
Got a great jump.
Throw from Jackson is offline.
What's the runner's name?
Colt Fields.
Colt Field had a great jump that time. I mean, when it's a right-handed pitcher, all you got to do is really watch their feet. And if that left foot comes up, the first movement, go.
Yes. That ball was called strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch. Big lead again there from Colt.
Curveball there.
Yes. Ball 3.
He threw it the last time, but the cat wasn't had much velocity on it. And Stevens the one who drove it into the center field. I'd take my chances too. Nobody else could touch it.
3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out away.
Good hitter's pitch.
Yes. Colt Fields was getting into his secondary there.
Yeah.
Sparks, threw to Mays, the shortstop. Close at second.
You should never get picked off second, Conner.
No.
I mean, the pitcher is right in front of you.
It's close there. Caught Colt leaning. He's taking that second step. Here's the 3-1. Hit right back to Sparks.
Go.
He's going to run over, flip it to Mitchell. That'll be out number 2. Colt Fields moves up to third.
Well, good running there by Colt Fields. Kind of froze him there because the ball was hit right back to the pitcher. But as soon as the pitcher squared and threw it first, he's got to be on his horse to third. Get there, and he did.
2 outs away. Runner on third brings up number 25, Parker Dotson, the third baseman. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Yeah, he was late on the first 2 pitches the last time he faced Sparks. Try to be a little bit quicker. He's back in as far as box he can go.
He is. First pitch, called strike 1.
Is that a strike, Conner?
Yes.
Do you think it was a strike, Conner?
I don't know. It was a little high, a little out.
We can be critical, right?
Yeah. Oh, 1.
There's the pitch.
That's breaking ball in there.
That's his best pitch.
I think so.
I would throw it all night long because nobody's going to be hitting it. Yep. And that's just because I think he took a little something off of that one that Stevens hit into the center.
No balls and 2 strikes is the count.
Got to choke up, just get the big fat head of the barrel on the bat.
2, and it's outside. Ball 1. Good leave there.
Good miss. Yep. Miss with some heat on the outside.
Yes. Here's the 1-2.
Yep. Well, I didn't miss by much either.
No, that was close. 2-2 is the count.
This is Dotson, right?
Yes, Parker Dotson.
Yeah, he's got to be looking for one here. Just be quick.
Here is the pitch. That ball is hit into left field,
Got
tailing away from Epping. It gets down, brings in Colt Fields from third base, and Dotson will be on first.
Great job there by Dotson.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, he was first at bat. He was a little late on the fastball. We tried to tell him mentally just be a little quicker.
Yeah.
He did. Got it out there in left field and got a little something on it. So got another run in also.
That's right. So Scott County now leads 5-0. Brings up number 8, Justin Stevenson, the center fielder. He singled on a ground ball. Rolled out into left field in his first at bat. First pitch of a second at bat. Hit into
Hit it a long way.
field. It's way back and gone! A 2-run home run from Justin Stevens. Scott County now leads 5-7. Justin's been batting higher up in the order. Coach Willard moved him down. Got a hit and then a home run.
Drove that one right to
Yes,
the
he did.
scoreboard in left center field.
That's right.
For the Yaka.
That's right.
7-0 now.
Yes.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the right fielder.
That brings up number 7, Keegan Hurt, the right fielder. He singled on an error from the third baseman in his first at bat.
So, if I understood you guys correctly, if Scott County won one of these two games against Henry Clay today or tomorrow, that was going to secure them third place in the district, or is it?
No,
No,
it'll put him up there.
it helps.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought Sayre was in first, Douglas, then Scott County, Henry Clay are kind of neck and neck there. And the district starts 2 weeks at Frederick Douglass.
The score 7-0. Scott County 5 hits so far this game. 2 outs away here in the bottom of the third. Up to bat, Keegan Hurt. First pitch to Keegan. In the dirt, ball 1.
Didn't miss by much there.
No.
You can be a little selective when you're ahead 7-0. Is that the district standings right there? Sayres 5-1, Henry Clay 3-2, Frederick Douglass 3-2, Scott County 1-3, Bryan Station 1-5. So this win will put Scott County at 2-3. Frederick Douglass will drop to 3-3. So tomorrow's game then is really kind of important also. At Henry Clay. Will Conner Sports Talk be doing that game too?
Yes, I will. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Just reared back and threw a fastball right there.
Yes, he did. 2-1 now the count. Hurt steps back into the box. Here's the pitch from Sparks. Low and out. Ball 3.
I'll be looking for just one pitch right here. Just
Yes.
look for a big fat one where you can drive it.
Here's the 3-1.
Nope.
Outside, ball 4. Somebody down in the Henry Clay bullpen warming up.
It's a lefty.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the designated hitter. Number 4.
That brings up number 14, Seth Jean, the designated hitter. He grounded out to third baseman Cabrello in his first at bat. He got a RBI on that one.
Yeah, that was like a sacrifice bunt almost.
Yeah,
he tried to bunt
almost.
a couple times, but just put it in play.
First pitch to Seth. Called strike 1.
Sparks has only walked 2 guys.
Yes. Sparks steps off, tries to keep Keegan Hurt close to the bag over at first. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
It just went 2 straight down the middle.
Yes.
So here it is. Try to hit it, Gene.
Step back into the box. Sparks come set. Here's the pitch. Keegan's going to take second base. That ball is fouled on the third base line.
Hurt got a good jump right there.
Yes, he did. No balls and 2 strikes still to count. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit into deep right field. And it is down in foul territory just on the warning track.
That would have scored another run.
Yes.
Because Hurt was off and running, and he was already around third base when the ball hit in foul territory.
Yes.
But good job by Gene, just trying to get a bat on the ball. That's what he did last time up. Had 2 strikes when he was trying to bunt. Just get the bat on the ball, put it in play.
The count remains 0-2. Here's the pitch. Hit right back up the middle off of Sparks' glove. He'll pick it up. Underhand toss it to Mitchell at first. That'll make the play for out number 3.
Sparks somehow got a glove on that because Gene hit a BB right back up the middle, right at the pitcher. Sparks was able to knock it down. Gene doesn't have anything to show for it, but he's had 2 really, really good at-bats.
Yes, that's right.
Phillips' choice that drove in a run, and then he got to hit a line drive right there with 2 strikes.
Yes. In the bottom of the third, Scott County scores 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. The score now, Scott County 7, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back with the top of the 4th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex. Scott County versus Henry Clay. Going into the top of the 4th, Scott County leads 7-0.
Jack Willhite's got 8 strikeouts and has gone 3 up, 3 down the first 3 innings against Henry Clay. And 8 of those 9 have been strikeouts.
Henry Clay back to the top. Number 1, Ian Roan. He struck out looking. First pitch of his second. Shows the bunt. High and away, ball 1.
I want to tell everybody what you were doing during the commercial break.
All right.
You're not only the tech guy for your radio broadcasts, you're the play-by-play guy, you're the producer, and you're also the light guy. You're trying to work on the lights out here at Scott County High School.
Yes, trying to change them to red going up.
You can't have blue
when
you're playing Henry Clay on the lights out there. Billy Hicks would be rolling over in his grave if he saw blue on the light poles here at Scott County High School. So you're wearing many hats tonight.
Yes.
Director, producer, tech, talent, and light guy.
Duncan Stevens went out to talk to Jack. Here's the 1-0. Swinging and a miss, strike one.
A little heat on that one.
It was.
We said he throws mid to high 80s.
Yes. Here's the 1-1. Shows the bunt. Pops it up. Parker Dotson, the third baseman, is there and makes the catch in the air for out number 1 at the top of the 4th.
You know, why not? If you're Henry Clay, you just at this point of the game, you're down 7-0. You're just trying to get a guy on base. Willhite is just blowing you away, so
yes.
Trying to just maybe get one down and get an inning started somehow.
Yes. That brings up number 3, J.T. Ritchie, the second baseman. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat in the first inning. First pitch of his second at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Throwing the high heat again.
Yes.
Or as a guy I used to play with called it the cheese, throwing the hot cheese.
The 0-1. That ball is fouled out of play.
Got another batter, 0-2. He's been ahead every single count. That's why he's able to get all these strikeouts. He's getting out in front.
No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2.
And strikeout number 9. 9 of the 11 outs. Do you have a I'll go ahead. I'll do that in a minute.
Number 2, Mays.
I was going to ask you, do you have like a scoreboard stumper, a trivia question? I've got one for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Jack Willhite is not the only great left-hander to ever come out of Scott County High School. Do you know the player who ended up winning a World Series ring with the New York Yankees, left-hander from Scott County High School?
Give you another hint. It was during the baseball holdout, too.
Yeah.
I've seen the sign.
It's on the dugout?
Not this one, the other one.
It was
Yeah,
it?
I've seen the sign, but I don't know what the name is.
Dale Pauly.
Yep.
Little guy, about the size of Jack, buddy, he could bring it. Pitched at Kentucky State, ended up pitching for the Yankees in the World Series.
1-1 is the count.
Oh, God, they got a hit.
Parker Mays hits that ball down the third base line. Throws out to Carson Murray and left. First runner on the bases tonight for Henry Clay.
Breaks up the no-hitter and the perfect game.
Yes.
But the kid had a good bat on the ball, drilled it right down the left field line, just a little BB shot right down the line for the clean base hit. There's nothing third baseman could do about it. It was a base hit all the way.
That's right. That brings up number 30, Jack Svires, the designated hitter. Struck out looking in his first at-bat of this game. First pitch of his second. Low ball 1.
Mini, but he got a World Series ring.
1-0. It's high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Jack throws over to Garrett
That's good.
Sparks.
You know, he gave up the base hit. Now he's behind 2-0 in the count. Just throw to first base. Just try to get your rhythm back.
Yes.
Now you need a strike right here.
Here's a 2-0. It's low for ball 3. Good stop there from Duncan Stevens.
Prevented the runner from advancing to second base.
Yes.
So now he's 3-0 after he just gave up his first hit. Just got to settle down to get a strike.
Here's the 3-0. And it's called strike one.
And they might be taking again. He's just got to come back and just throw another strike.
Yes.
Let him put it in play. You got 2 outs. It's the cleanup hitter.
Yes. Here's the 3-1. And it's
Missed.
high for ball 4. Henry Clay now with runners on first and second.
Now they got red lights.
And out will come Scott County's pitching coach, Jay Pryor. He's going to have a word with Duncan Stevens, the catcher, Jack Willhite, the pitcher. We'll come right back when this mound visit concludes. We're back after that mound visit. Up to bat is number 12, Fierson Epping, the left fielder. He struck out looking, his first at bat.
That mound visit was just a, hey, man, don't worry about it. Just get the out. You got 2 outs. He gave up the hit and then gave up a walk.
Yep.
Like the coach was just trying to say, hey, man, just throw strikes. Just go back to what you were doing.
Yep.
Don't try to do too much.
0-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss, strike 2.
See, now he's ahead again, 0-2.
Yes.
Kind of settled down a little bit.
Here is the 0-2. Swinging and a
Got
miss,
him.
strike 3. It's out number 3.
And strikeout number 10.
Yep.
That showed me something right there. A little toughness after you gave up your first hit and gave up a walk. Come back out and get a 3-pitch strikeout.
Yes. In the top of the 4th, Henry Clay scores 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors from Scott County. 2 runners are left on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk.
Oh, good song.
We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex. Scott County versus Henry Clay. Henry Clay brings in new pitcher, number 31, Tanner Ross, a freshman. He's pitched in 4 games this season with 3 starts. He has 9 innings, 14 hits, 10 runs, 6.75 ERA.
I watched him during his warm-ups. He just threw fastballs the whole time.
Yes.
But, you know, those lefty guys like Jack Willhite, they're always got that hook and the slider, kind of off-speed stuff up their sleeve.
Up to bat for Scott County, number 3, Carson Murray. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
There he took something off of that one.
He did. It's ball 2.
Just waiting for him to groove one here. Down 2-0. Nope.
It's called
Good pitch
strike
on the
1.
inside, yep. I would have taken that one too. You're up 2-0 in the count.
Yes.
Guy throws a good pitch, take it. Try to get this one. It's for tomorrow.
Yes.
Throw a freshman out there in just his 4th game.
3-1. Low and in, ball 4. Puts a runner on base for Scott County. Scott County now back to the top of their lineup with number 1, Sebastian Arden, the shortstop.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the shortstop, number 1, Sebastian Arden.
Senior.
Yep.
He pitches some too, doesn't he?
Yes. 2 or 3 pitcher.
So he start the game tomorrow?
Yes, either him or Preston Luckett will. And Ross throws over to Mitchell, the first baseman.
See, this is a different world when you got a lefty on the mound. You can't
It
get
is.
that big lead. They can do little different things
Yes.
to pick you off.
First pitch to Sebastian. Called strike 1.
Do a little cheese on that one right there.
It was. Catcher Jackson will jog out and talk to Tanner Ross.
Who was the real good Scott County? I think it was an outfielder when Jack was a sophomore, so 2 years ago. Was a real good player. You know what I'm talking about?
Outfielder?
I thought he was an outfielder. Maybe he wasn't. He was a good player.
Ross throws over to Mitchell. Murray able to get back in time.
That's a good move.
Yes, it is. Third pickoff.
Yeah, that's a good move right there. For a freshman kid, that's pretty impressive.
Yes. Here's the 0-1. Arden showed the bunt. That ball was high.
So the move was so good, he had Murray leaning back that time, and the kid threw to the plate.
Yep. Arden will step out now. Steps back in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs away. Ross throws to Mitchell again. Murray dives back in time.
He's battling.
He is.
I mean, you're up 7-0, so there's no sense getting picked off now.
That's right.
Shorten up the lead a little bit. Try to get a good secondary.
Arden shows the bunt.
Oh,
Drops
good
that ball in there.
off-speed curveball
Yes,
right
it
there.
was.
Dropped it right in, didn't
Yes.
he? Tanner Ross is this guy's name?
Yes.
I've been impressed so far.
1-2 is the count.
Back.
Throws it to first again. That one was a little bit slower.
Yeah. But he came in a different, kind of mixed it up a little bit.
Yes.
Wasn't that quick throw over there.
Here is the 1-2 pitch. Way high. Ball 2.
and kind of got things started for Scott County in the bottom of the first with a double.
Yes.
Ended up scoring the first run of the game.
That's right.
That's what the leadoff guy's got to do, Conner.
Yep.
Just get on base and get the run scored.
Here's a 2-2. Murray's going to go for second. That ball is inside. Ball 3.
I watched Murray that time. He just went on first movement. As soon as Ross made a move, he just took off. That's dangerous, especially when you're ahead 7-0.
That's right.
Sometimes you guess when you're facing a lefty like that.
Yeah.
I think you guessed right that time.
Sebastian Arden works the count to full. Here's the pitch. Low and in. That's ball 4. Runners on first and second. Back-to-back walks. That brings up number 2, Will Rose, the second baseman. He walked in his first at-bat, lined out in his second. Coach will come out of the Henry Clay dugout. He's going to talk to the infielders.
So I asked you, there was a couple years ago when Jack was a sophomore, Scott County had a really good player that was really fast, and I liked him. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Like I thought even Kentucky was recruiting him. Maybe Jack was a freshman. You know what I'm talking about? A real good Scott County player 2 or 3 years ago that I think even Kentucky gave an offer to. Baseball. I thought he was center fielder. Yeah. Maybe they were just looking at him. Maybe they didn't offer him.
Paul Gardner, he played outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had an offer for football. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's at Kentucky Wesleyan.
Well, that's where all the superstars go.
Yeah, that's right.
They go to Kentucky
That's
Wesleyan, the
That's
premier
right.
Division II institution in all the land. Only the premier elite athletes go to play at Kentucky Wesleyan. We used to play Evansville. Since Jack's going to Evansville, played them every fall, and they ended up with a guy that ended up being the number 1 draft pick in the draft named Andy Bennis. And I was playing left field, and he went down the left field line to warm up, and all I heard was "Spop, spop." I could hear his ball spinning in the air from left field. He was throwing so hard. He came in, and I hit a little dribbler back to him. That's the only time I faced him that year, the year he got drafted number 1. Number 1 in the draft from Evansville.
Wow.
Andy Bennis. Pitched for the Cardinals for a long time. St. Louis Cardinals.
Up to bat for Scott County's Will Rose. First.
Yeah, got him.
Pitch, way inside. Home plate umpire says it hit him. Now the bases are loaded for Scott County.
Good pitch by Ross. He threw a kind of breaking curveball, but it looks like it may have got him right at the kneecap or
Yes.
the batter a little bit. So now bases are loaded and nobody out. Got a runner at first.
We'll assume is that Evan Allen? Scott County brings in number 12, Evan Allen, to pinch run.
Senior.
First base. Yes. Bases are loaded. Scott County leads 7-0. Stepping into the box now, the catcher, number 28, Duncan Stevens. Carson Murray on third. Sebastian Arden on second. Evan Allen on first. First pitch to Duncan. Ball 1 high.
Do they have a 10-run mercy rule after 5?
Yes.
So the potential game-ending run is at first base.
That's right.
Oh, it's just the 4th inning.
Yes, it's the bottom of the 4th.
So we definitely got another inning regardless.
Yes.
That's a good move there to kind of
It
sneak
was.
in behind the runner and see if he was sleeping.
It's close play. No. Evan Allen on first. Didn't dive or.
Pinch runner just coming into the game, try
That's
to
right.
catch him asleep, not paying attention. Threw in behind him.
Ross stepped off the rubber. Steps back on. Stevens steps into the box. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball is in the dirt. Ball 2.
Well, boy, now you're really in good position. Bases loaded. You're ahead 2-0 in the count. You've got to be just sitting on a fastball right here.
Yes. Ross comes set. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Took a big cut at it, didn't he?
Big cut there from Duncan Stevens.
Yeah, if he's able to get a hold of one.
Yeah. Two one. That ball is popped up in the infield.
Infield fly.
Infield fly has been called. Carson Murray from third base will tag up. The
Got
throw
him.
from Mitchell to first baseman. Takes out the home plate umpire. And he calls him out from the ground. There's out number 2.
Well, that was 2 things. One, I don't think it was the best base running decision by Arden. You're up 7-0, the infield fly rule. So the first baseman, when he made the catch, didn't have that far of a throw. But it looked like after the tag, he dropped the ball. I guess they're saying he held on to it long enough to make record the out because nobody's arguing the call.
Yes. So infield fly was out 1, and then Carson Murray from third was out 2.
Oh, it was Murray, not Arden.
Yes,
Murray was the one that ran in. Yeah, maybe not the best base running decision right there. Because the first baseman wasn't even on the grass. He was still in the dirt. Made the catch, made a good throw to the catcher. He was out easy.
Yes.
But I thought maybe the ball may have kicked away from him.
So Evan Allen's runner on first. Sebastian Arden still on second. Up to bat, number 4, Garrett Sparks. That ball is fouled out of play.
Arden was almost halfway to third base.
Yes.
If he gets that kind of jump, he might as well just go ahead and go.
I agree.
Even though there are 2 outs. You never want to make the third out at third base. Well, they went from bases loaded, nobody out, to all, 2 on and 2 outs.
That's right.
That's true. If he can get out of this one, after he had bases loaded, nobody else, if he can get out of it.
No balls, 1 strike is the count. Ball outside, ball 1.
What'd you do for Cinco de Mayo last night?
Oh, we didn't do much.
Didn't have a burrito or enchilada,
No.
chimichanga.
How about you?
Oh, of course I did. I had Texas fajita nachos from El Mariachi.
That's pretty good.
Place was packed.
I bet.
All the Mexican restaurants, Cinco
Yeah.
de Mayo, you got to wait 20, 30 minutes to get a table.
Yeah. We drove by the one in town in the morning, and they were putting out all the balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Tres Amigos.
Yes.
I saw the balloons.
1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good swing right there. Kind of bailing out on it. I've been to Tres Amigos, Mi Casita.
Mi Casita.
Mi Casita? Yeah, I've been there.
A lot of Mexican options in Georgetown.
Good ones.
Yeah, they're all good, pretty good. Here's the 1-2. It's inside for ball 2.
Smart by the pitcher Ross there. The batter bailed out that last pitch, so he went right back inside again, trying to get him to take a weak swing in another one.
2 balls and 2 2 strikes is now
On
the
Sparks.
count.
Sparks is the batter.
Yes, Garrett Sparks. Ross turns to second base.
Yep, nobody there. Trying to just keep Arden from dancing off too much.
Yes.
See, like he goes way behind the baseline?
Yes.
That's good. Now when you walk up, just keep walking, keep walking, keep walking.
And 2-2.
I'll be dang. He
Broke
pitched
in.
out of it.
That's right. Broke in there for out or strike number 3, out number 3.
Had bases loaded, nobody out, and
That's right.
Scott County did not get anything out of it. 0 runs, and with 2 men left on. Willhite's been in the dugout a long time again.
He has. Comes out quick. He's ready. Scott County scores 0 runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. Score Scott County 7, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back with the top of the 5th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex. Scott County versus Henry Clay. Top of the 5th inning, Scott County leads 7-0. Up to bat for the Blue Devils is number 24, Brandon Caballero, third baseman. He flew out to Garrett Sparks, the first baseman, in his first at-bat of this game. First pitch of a second at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
We mentioned Willhite said a long time again in that dugout.
Yes.
Come out, you're up 7-0. Throw a couple fastballs, get out ahead in the count.
Here's the 0-1. It's just outside.
Didn't Mitch by Muss,
Ball
did it?
1. No, that was real close. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got dark on us.
It did. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
So he's just thrown 3 straight fastballs coming out of
Yes.
the start the inning.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Strikeout number 11.
Now batting for the Blue Devils,
11 out of 13 outs have been strikeouts.
number 22, Jackson.
I guess it was his little brother, all the tricks and techniques he taught him in the backyard
Yeah, for sure.
when you had to be probably the catcher.
Yeah. No, I was the umpire.
Oh, you were umpire.
Older brother was the catcher, yeah.
Andrew, the older brother.
Yes. Luke Jackson, number 22, is the batter. First pitches, ball 1.
Did you play ball when you were younger?
Yes, I played baseball up until 8th grade
Yeah.
last year. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I mean, he's just throwing heat.
Yes.
And that's probably the coach telling him, hey, don't mess around. Just go out and just get out of the inning. Throw strikes.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball is fouled straight back into the net.
Another fastball just right
Yes.
down the middle. I know Sayre's got a couple good pitchers, but when Jack's on like this, he's as good as anybody.
That's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 1 out away here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled straight back into the net. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jackson kind of did a good job just getting a piece of it just to stay alive at the
Yes.
plate. 2 straight foul balls that came straight back, so he's not missing it by much.
No.
Throw him a slider right here. Something break at his knees.
Here is the 1-2 pitch from Willhite.
There it was.
Breaking ball. Hit down the first base line to Garrett Sparks. Gets under his glove. That'll be an error.
E3.
Jackson will be
Yeah.
on first.
That was definitely a makeable play. The first baseman's got to make that play.
That brings up first baseman number 8, Caleb Mitchell. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Now, the last inning when Henry Clay got a run on base, it kind of rattled Jack a little bit.
Yes. Henry Clay brings in Adams to run at first, the catcher. First pitch to Mitchell, swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Up 0-2.
Comes set now. Here is the 0-2 pitch. It's high. A good leave there
Yeah.
from Mitchell.
This where he may throw something a little off speed.
Here's the 1-2.
Nope.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Just came with heat. Strikeout number 12, Conner Willhite. 12 out of the 14 outs have been strikeouts.
That brings up number 4, Brandon Calvert, the right fielder. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. First pitch of a second. Ball 1, high and out. One-0. By him for strike 1.
He's found a little rhythm, found a little groove,
Yes.
just rearing back and throwing it, just like he did in the backyard when his mom was teaching him all the things he needs to know about being a good pitcher.
Here's the 1-1. That ball is inside for ball 2.
I know who the baseball player was. I was trying to think of it. He was also a basketball player. That's I don't know. Hope you guys can remember his name. Yeah, he played basketball over here and
Brandon
baseball.
Calvert calls time, steps out of the box.
Maybe, I don't remember. Yes.
2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cooper Robb.
Thank you.
Cooper Robb.
Thank you. That's who it
Yes.
was. I always thought he was a great baseball player. He would steal bases. He was fast.
Yeah. Good basketball player.
Good basketball player.
Played before Jack.
I thought he was on the same team with Jack.
No. Runner goes. Throw down from Duncan Stevens. Not in time. That was high for ball 3. Yes, Cooper played all 3 sports, football, basketball, baseball.
That's who it was.
Yeah, only ones.
I thought he was a really good baseball player.
Yeah.
Obviously chose basketball,
Yes.
made the right decision.
Played at Eastern. 3-2 is swinging and a miss, strike 3.
Strikeout
That's
number
out.
13.
13.
13 strikeouts in 5 innings.
In the top of the fifth, Henry Clay scores 0 runs, no hits, 1 error from Scott County, and 1 runner is left on base to score. Scott County 7, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fifth inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Conner Sports Talk. We are back here at the Cardinal Baseball Complex for Scott County versus Henry Clay. Bottom of the fifth inning, Scott County leads 7-0. New pitcher for Henry Clay is number 21, Cade Highlander, a senior. Up to bat for the Cardinals, left-hander, third baseman, number 25, Parker Dotson.
Dotson had a really good at-bat last time up.
Yes.
Slapped one to left field.
First pitch is swing and a miss. New catcher is number 23, Henry Morgan. 0-1. Low and away. Ball 1. One ball, one strike is the count. Here's the pitch.
Curveball.
Yeah, it was. Dropped right in there.
Kind of froze
Strike
Dotson
zone.
there for a second, didn't it?
Now the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Everybody playing straight away.
Yes. 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3. Dotson works it to a full.
Watch Highlander's leg kick. He doesn't have a very high leg kick. You know, that's kind of, they teach you that to get that high leg kick, get more velocity.
Yes. Here is the 3-2.
That was a little
right.
better.
Yeah. It's ball 4.
Ball 4. See if Stevens can hit back-to-back jacks right here.
Up to bat is number 8, Justin Stevenson, center fielder. He hit that 2-run home run to the scoreboard in left field in his last at bat.
His second home run of the season.
Yes.
Now tied for the team lead.
That's right. First pitch. Hit into left field, and it's down in foul territory.
Conner, he just missed that one. He
Yes,
turned on
that's
that
right.
one, and he just missed crushing that one down the left field
That's
line.
right.
He was just a little out in front of that one.
Yes. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Sometimes when you're feeling good at the plate, that ball looks like a volleyball coming in there.
Here's the 1-1. In the dirt again
down.
for ball 2. Parker Dotson moves up to second.
Read it perfect.
Yes.
Ball in the dirt, take off.
Two balls, 1 strike. Highlander gets a sign from Morgan behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Way inside for ball 3.
Now he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Got to be looking for just something you can lay the wood to right here.
Yes.
If you're feeling good, you got a home run last time up. Just try to get the fat part of the barrel on the ball.
Here is the 3-1.
Missed
And
inside.
Inside. Ball 4. Justin Stevenson takes first base. That's second walk of the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, Scott County got a lot of base runners on last inning.
Yes.
And got 0 runs to show for it.
That's right.
Now they got 2 on to start the 5th inning. See if they can make something happen.
Up to bat for Scott County is number 7, Keegan Hurt, the right fielder. Singled on the air to third base in his first at bat. Walked in the second. In the box now, he waits the first pitch of his third at bat. Here it is. It's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Highlander, the pitcher, is having some problems finding the strike zone.
Yes. Here's the 1-0. Check swing
Yeah.
from Keegan Hurt. Called
Tried-
it strike.
Tried to hold up, didn't he?
Yeah. He did.
A little too far.
Yes. Keegan calls time now. Step out of the box, take a practice swing.
Do you think they'll eventually put the pitch clock in high school soon?
I'm not sure. I mean, eventually I think it will trickle down. 1-1.
Curveball.
Called strike 2.
I talked to one of the folks at KHSAA about it and about the 30-second shot clock in basketball and the
Yeah.
pitch clock. And he said, well, most schools don't, A, have the money for the equipment,
That's
and
right.
B, somebody they got to pay to run the equipment.
That's
Or,
right.
you know, we got Jacob up here run the scoreboard operator. You'd need a second guy maybe to
That's
run
right.
the pitch clock.
It's going to be typically an official.
Yeah, I think so. They got to pay the
1-2.
person.
Bounces in the left-handed batter's box, gets away from Morgan behind the plate, and the runners move up for Scott County.
So they were saying, you know, a lot of schools out in the state maybe don't have that in their budget,
That's right.
the equipment, and to pay somebody to do it.
Yep.
Basketball and baseball.
Yep. Here's the 2-2. Hit into right center field.
And my
Cowley
drop.
charging in. It'll be down. Parker Dotson's going to score from third. And Justin Stevenson moves up to third. Runners on first and third. And the lead is extended to 8.
Dotson had to hold up.
Yes.
He's at third base. There's nobody out. Played it safe. We could tell from up here it was gonna drop, but he couldn't maybe tell from his angle at third base, so he had to hold up. And that meant that Stevenson at second base also had to hold up.
Yes.
So even though it dropped and probably could have scored 2 runs if they were running,
Yep.
in fact, they were holding up and only got 1 out of it.
Runners on first and third, no outs. Brings up the designated hitter, number 14, Seth Jean. First pitch to Seth. Called strike 1. Keegan Hurt will steal second. No throw from Morgan, the catcher.
Yeah, I got 2 runners in scoring position now, nobody out. Eugene, who hit a BB right back up the middle last time, that the pitcher was able to get a glove on.
Yes. Breaking ball dropped in there. Strike number 2.
Down 0-2. We mentioned he had 2 really good at-bats, and he's got nothing to show for it. He's 0 for 2, but he's got 2 really good at-bats tonight.
Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled back into the net. Seth able to stay alive with 2 strikes against him.
Yeah, I believe he had 2 strikes up last time and just hit a rocket right up the middle that the pitcher got a glove on. First time up, he hit a fielder's choice ground ball to short with 2 outs.
Yep.
I mean, with 2 strikes.
Highlander comes set. Here's the pitch.
Fooled him
Seth,
on that one.
Yes, reaches for it. That'll be strikeout swinging.
Yeah, kind of fooled him on that pitch. That's a good pitch by Highlander.
This is new batter, number 22, Tyler Wands for Scott County. He's coming in for Carson Murray.
Pick off a team at third base. Just trying to see if anybody's asleep over there.
Yep.
Stevenson alertly gets back. Good wheels at third base, so, a ground ball would get another run in.
That's right. Here's the first pitch of Tyler Wands. Way high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, ball 2.
2-0. Just sit on one here.
Yes. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Didn't like it.
No. Gets in there. It's called strike 1.
It's tough, Juan's been sitting over there all game, coming in to pinch hit. You have a whole lot of chance to find your groove when you get called into pinch hit like that late in the game.
2-1. It's low for ball 3.
That wasn't a bad pitch right there. Missed inside, but went fishing to see if Juan was going to take a hack at it.
Here's a 3-1. That ball is fouled straight back out of play.
Full count.
It is.
Hope I didn't hit my car out there. Couldn't find a parking place when I pulled up. Got a softball game going on, had a JV baseball game going on. They're going to call you to come get me down to the school.
Here's a 3-2 pitch inside. And they'll say it hit Tyler Wands. Scott County has the bases loaded.
I think it was ball 4 anyway.
Yes, it was. 1 out away here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now the top of the order.
Yes. It's Sebastian Arden. He doubled on the line drive to right center field in his first at bat. Flew out to Mays, the shortstop, in his second. Walked in his third.
Henry Clay coach, I think, just wanted a little clarification.
Yes.
See if it hit the nub of the bat like maybe it would have been a foul ball.
That's right. Cardinal step back in the box. He waits the first pitch of his fourth at-bat of the game. Here's the pitch from Highlander, and it's high, ball one.
Bases loaded for the second straight inning.
That's right.
Couldn't get anything out of it last inning.
Yep. Ball two.
Chin
was it
music again.
Yeah.
You can use that now. Chin music.
Chin music.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-0. That ball is hit into
I should
center
get a run
field.
in.
Roan, the center fielder. It's called off by Richie, the second baseman. He'll make that catch route number 2.
I really thought with Stevenson's wheels down there, he
Yeah.
probably would have tagged up and gone. But, you know, like I said, you're ahead 8-0.
That is out number 2, up to bat for Scott County. Number 9, Colt Fields.
The Cardinals, number 9, Colt Fields.
Still with the bases loaded. 2 down.
That's right. Justin Stevenson on third, Keegan Hurd on second, and Tyler Wands on first.
You guys were telling me that each player's got their own individual walk-up music.
Yes, they do.
Just like the big leagues, just like
That's right.
college game.
That's right.
Pick your own walk-up music.
Yep. First pitch to Fields is high.
Does anybody have any Hootie and the Blowfish or Darius Rucker?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame. Might change their whole career around.
Yeah.
They walk up to a little Hootie and the Blowfish.
The 1-0. It's called strike one.
That's true. They may not know who Hootie is.
What would your walk-up song be, Ryan?
It'd probably be I Go Blind by Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah. What yours?
I'm not sure. 1. It's called strike 2.
You'd probably pick one of these hip-hop songs that all you youngins are listening to now.
No.
The hip-hop.
Here's the 1-2 pitch.
Got away. Here
Check
comes
swing
Stevenson.
gets away from Morgan behind the plate, and Justin Stevenson comes in from third base, put the 9th run of the game on the board for Scott County, and the runners move up 1.
There you saw his wheels. Saw his speed
Yes.
right there. Ball kicked away from the catcher. Didn't go really that far. But with
No.
his speed, he was able
Yeah,
to
that's
score
right.
easily. Didn't even have to slide. So now the potential game-ending run is at third base.
That's correct. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's high and out, ball 3.
Full count, 2 outs, 2 on, and the potential game-ending run at third base.
That's right.
Drama, Conner Willhite. Drama on Conner Sports Talk.
Here is the 3-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball 4.
Another bases-loaded situation.
That's right.
I mean, if you're Coach Willard, you're probably upset you're not getting more production out of this
That's right.
back-to-back bases loaded innings with nobody out, 2 outs, 1 out. But the fact you're ahead 9-0, I guess he's going to can let it slide a little bit. But you want somebody
Yes.
to come in and deliver when you get the runners on base.
That's right. Up to bat for Scott County, number 28, Duncan Stevens, the catcher. He struck out in his first at-bat and singled on a pop fly to center field in the second. Infield fly in the third.
Pacers 1 by 1. Yes. Pacers still won in Cleveland tonight. Let's go.
That's good. First pitch to Duncan.
Shot.
It's hit into left field. It'll be down for a base hit. Keegan Hurt comes in from third base. He'll score the 10th run of the game, and that will do it. Here at Scott County Complex, Scott County wins 10-0. Final score and 5 innings. Ryan Lemmond, thanks for joining me today. Enjoyed having you.
Dude, I really, really appreciate you having me. I love this. I mean, and Jack had a great game, 13 strikeouts, tying what we believe is a career high in just
Yes.
5 innings. Just he looked so good tonight, so impressive. That's why University of Evansville have offered him. We should get him up here for an interview. You should interview him as star of the game.
I'll interview him and him and Coach Willard, and I'll post it tonight.
Oh, so you will post something with him?
Yeah, I'll post it. I'll do it. Yeah, after that performance.
Well, you do a good job.
Thank you.
What you're doing here at the high school level is amazing.
Thank you.
You're a tech guy, producer guy, and talent guy all at the same time. It's impressive to see you doing it as a sophomore in high school.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, and
Thank
you
you.
may have to hire me someday.
Oh, I will for sure. Again, the final score: Scott County 10, Henry Clay 0. We'll be right back in action tomorrow night. Scott County versus Henry Clay. You can watch that game right here on Conner Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. Good night.